Hello, it's Fran Davidson from psychicandenergywork.com.au, and this is part 4 of my monthly observations on video form for September 2025. If you go through to the website, psychicandenergywork.com.au, through to the monthly observations page, you'll find a section that relates to the reality number for this month. Numerologically, the reality number speaks of the end states, the outcomes, the results that a period is spiritually and egoically going to guide us through and to, or at least invite us into. In that sense, it is about what we end up with, what we end up creating, and also learning about as we manifest in each second, because of course a month isn't just 1 second, is it? So through a month we can come to an end state again and again and again, and so by the end of September potentially we have evolved a few times on the 1 point rather than just once. On my website, in the reality number section of the monthly observations, I observe a little bit about the numbers 7 and 8 because they feature in this month's reality numbers. Specifically, get this, the specific reality number, which comes as a result of combining September's reality number as it is each year, 49.4, with the reality number for 2025, which is 21284. So from that we get 2177, which reduces to 8. 4s and 8s really feature in this month's chart. I've already covered that, not only on the website in the monthly observations, but also in the other parts of my video observations on YouTube. Get across them if you need to. But this video wants to look at 7s a little bit more because 7, as I write, and as I've said previously, 7 can denote the mind. Now, the mind is an interesting thing, obviously, insofar as how we define it. We can at times be so mindful that we haven't paid any mind to how we are defining mind to let mind be the peak operating mechanism that it can be. How's that for a bit clever? So what do I mean by that? It is very easy to just go, go, go. And I'm not even talking about moving, running, working, living at a very, very high rate or pace. Yeah? But if we think about it, every day we wake up, we do things, we go to bed, and then we do it again. Life is a series of processes and habits, isn't it? And through these habits, we can, on one level, should we say, end up in a sort of state of lack of consciousness simply because life can be routine, and routine needn't be a negative word. But because of that, we can forget how to be present, and therefore the value of being and becoming present to every next moment. What do I mean by that? Again, how we define mind is often then how we let it run, how we let it influence, and how therefore we end up manifesting. What do I mean by that? At least some of the time, especially when we are just in the get up, do something, go back to bed thing, routine, we can forget that mind, or bear with me, more importantly, we can forget to turn mind off. We can almost unconsciously position mind as a 24/7 computer or processor that's running in the background in a way that, well, there is no off button. It just keeps going, doesn't it? But you see, this is the beginning of our undoing on a conscious and as on a manifesting level, because mind is not just a processor. It's not just a power source that, once it's flicked on, it can never be turned off or rebooted. Yeah. In fact, of course, we can reboot mind on a regular basis, and the more often we do that in a genuine spiritual way, the better off we tend to be. So therefore, we can also view mind alternatively as a bit of a mixing bowl, as a bit of a processor, in a way that on a regular basis, therefore, we can choose consciously to clear mind up, to wash it out, not because it's been containing anything wrong or bad, but just because if all we do is let mind run, then every time we wake up, we're running with something that was yesterday or even from sleep. Now, again, there may not be anything amiss about what we were dreaming about or where we were in our sleep. But at the same time, if we never reboot, if we never break from the momentum, from the narratives, or even the energetic dynamics that we've just been in, all we're going to do is create from there. Now, again, that can be a marvelous experience. It can be an incredibly great result, but it can also be a place that just sees us in the same old place day after day, if not getting into worse states because we never rebooted to begin with. And so again, yes, mind can be a processor, and it is. But the more we value life as a mixing bowl, as a bowl into which new energy, life-sustaining and nurturing energy, creating energy can fall into on a regular basis, the more we help ourselves refresh, let alone our lives, let alone our interactions and responses to everything that comes our way. It's interesting, isn't it? Because it is mind that creates the negative. What do I mean by that? Mind, in that sense, is a part of the egoic realm. Now, at the end of the day, mind is a part of both realms, egoic and spiritual. But you see, when we don't take care or we don't look after mind as the bowl that can be cleared or rebooted on a regular basis, when all we do is let it run ad infinitum with whatever's already been fed into it, good, bad, egoic, spiritual, conscious or not, we can end up in interesting places. And it is only when we are, should we say, misusing, mistreating, even abusing mind on these bases that we end up in tension. And at the end of the day, if there is a flag, if there is a marker for being too much in the mind and therefore too much in the egoic realm, from whatever angle, it is the sense of tension. Any sense of negative, unpleasant discomfort, even pain, can be a signal that we are overly in the egoic realm right now, and therefore it can be a very spiritual message saying, you know what, you need to reboot, you need to clear, you need to just let go of everything you're caught up in right now, so as to even come to the sense of where you're at and what you can do with that moving forward. So this month being or having a reality of 21778, is flagging the sense that through this sort of remembering, dare I say it, even learning or relearning to next levels, about seven, about mind, about the fact that, hang on, am I feeling okay right now? Am I feeling tense? Is my body tense? Am I feeling like, you know what, life's just not okay? It's only egoic self that affirms halfway through the movie that life is kaput. There is never an end of the movie. World is infinity, life is infinity, and therefore unfolding, development, enhancement is infinity, but only when we allow that. The minute egoic self puts a full stop in the middle of the movie in a way that it's just concluded negatively or pessimistically, it's just blocked or frustrated at least what the good that wants to come next from getting through. So again, don't be surprised if this month helps you remember these things, learn about them to the next degree, and practice them. And the way you practice that best, take healthy time out, use breath in through nose and out through mouth whenever you want to just, you know what, let go of everything to see what is now. Let go of everything, to give the universe to pop in, the chance to pop in and guide you on a whole new level from the angle that you're really needing. Why? Because if you let go of everything, you're not going to lose one iota that is actually of any value. And obviously, I'm only talking energetic, intuitive, release work, because everything starts there. If we release on the energetic level first, we open up the space to intuitively confirm and understand what we need to do, and therefore quite possibly let go of on a more physical level, even mental, in a way that then helps us get clearer, more confident, more certain, and more in line for manifesting world's best practice next. So all the very best to you in September. Have a wonderful month. It's due to be a really consolidating, positive, empowering, affirming, potential seeking and reaching time. And even if that is only by way of realizing things, getting your house in order and getting ready to activate all that, you'll be doing very well if you've done any steps towards these things by the end of the month. Travel well, take care. Call, email, SMS if I can help you. My details are on the website. All the very best. Take care.